What up, y'all? It's your man Killer B, the doggone Witchfinder dinner. You got witch, I'm burning them up. Yo, listen here. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. All you Hebrew Israelites, all you whatever the YBN or whatever those black coats and stuff, 5%, and I don't care what you call it. You want to step in the smoke, step in the fire. This is your chance. Open panel. I bet you won't show up.
On the screen so vividly that you flinch, this man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victim. He was called the Witchfinder General.
Witch finding ain't easy. Fuck your trick. Get this one. Y'all can get your heads lost, spin away like frisbee. Intelligence agencies trace me. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep grazing. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Yet I'm so nice when I explode. Fuck y'all clothes, costume shop rolls. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma scold my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said. But your cult gonna leave people dead. You claim God, but God don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felons. Y'all words are lepers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Taste the breakfast. Finding all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
And what line of business might you be in?
God's business. Witch finding.
Witch finding. Oh, that's
Y'all
nice.
looking for that next buzz or some hugs. Watch the general pull plugs. Internet warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. Should've stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laughing orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all speaking curses on yourself. Claiming God and no one else. Blast you off the shelf, burn your whole library. I see him do it, look, y'all claim and learn, reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks, lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed from a knife holding child. Old man, old style. Used to pull kelp out the Nile, and I did it with a smile. Fake brews, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see gypsies on trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming brew. Unglued and unglued. Expose their actions fully. Call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them.
Sweet cats out there. Don't even have faith in y'all. They claim they read all this, that they know all this. Claiming they speaking languages, speaking curses.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witchfinder General. Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screen so vividly that this man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witchfinder General.
The Witchfinder General, you goddamn right. Yo, what's up, y'all? I ain't been on in a minute. I've been handling some stuff. I've been going through some shit. But, thanks to Brother Shaka over there at My Forever and stuff. Give me a little pick me up, get me back in the groove things again and stuff. So, been a lot of people out there popping their gums, yo, about old Killer B, yo. But, nobody won't come see me. Come see me. I'm right here. So, I'm just going to be chilling today. I might be reviewing some videos for some of my friends. Talk about certain things. We see what happened, whatever happened, what happened. Anybody got want to smoke and stuff, I'm ready for it. No, there ain't no surprise in the Witchfinder. I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying? With that hot iron to brand your ass and shit. What's up? We got one person in the room and stuff. I rock with one. That's somebody that's rocking with me. But it might be one of the people. Got two people. All right. I see what y'all doing. Y'all go share this video. You know what I'm saying? Say, Killer, y'all can make up some shit. Y'all can make up some stuff. Say, Killer B over here talking about your mama and your kids, and he gonna push your kids in front of the school bus, and whatever you want, you go tell it, and bring them over here to smoke. Y'all can just make, y'all can lie. I don't care. Yo, what up, Nate? You know what time it is, man. You got to link up in the chat. You got the day off. It's just that will make you off the plantation in there. Yeah, man. So I had a good time over there on Shocker's Channel Wide Forever with the normal panel and stuff. We got Miss Andrea. We had V. Bennett over there. We had Young Heru over there. You know, a couple people, you know, I had to explain the Shocker and stuff. I'm like, they come over here because you really don't know the doctrine like that. So they'll try to use your platform to convince some of your viewers of they fuck shit doctrines. But no matter what it is, like, you know what I mean? I want all smoke for all the black coats. I want all the smoke. So what up, Nagy? Hold on. I got a new mouse, and I'll be damned if this don't work. It's crazy. I don't get it. It does what it want to do, just like the Apple mouse. All right, there you go, Nagy. What's happening, bro?
Yo, man, I got a day off, and I thought I'd jump on here because you're somebody that I always click the link whenever you jump on.
Right on. Greatly appreciate.
And also, I'm gonna go live later once I jump off this one because I got some things to talk about. I got a topic that people would probably want to hear about because I mentioned it in the video, previous. So the girl that murdered her classmate.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hot one because Japan doesn't have that kind of crazy stuff. Like, they honestly don't. So expect that. I'll be doing that after I get off this.
Right on. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Nagy Springfield. Y'all want to know how to spell his names in there in the chat. I know we got it in Japanese on the screen.
Yeah, it's in katakana here, but on the chat it's in what most people can read.
Right on.
I was gonna say it's in what everyone can read, but there are people that actually know what. There are people who can read Japanese. I'm not the only one.
Right on. Yeah, man. So they want to stir the pot a little bit, Nicky. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
But hide behind the rock, hide behind the bushes, like, you know what I'm saying? Killer B is always here.
Yeah,
come out here.
It's so funny that the people have less, courage than the white man does, because the white man comes on here, has no fear of backlash, because I come on here with I don't bite my tongue. I act with decorum, but I don't bite my tongue. But these people, they're cowards. They don't have the balls to come on here and speak their mind.
Yeah, on Nagy Springfield, been everywhere. Nagy Spring was on the FOP channel the other day. Tell them about Mr. Judah Nasty and stuff.
Oh, and if they're watching, I want them to know that for some of that, I was definitely lying. I was definitely messing with you guys. I was messing with you guys. That's why I was laughing so much. I was having a ball because you guys were so stupid.
But that was cool with you. You know what I mean? A couple of them try to get at you and stuff.
Yeah. The leader of the group was cool, and a few others were cool, but it was kind of silly because I was waiting for one of them to say, "This doesn't make sense." I was even hoping the Kanath would say this doesn't make sense because it's like you have life experience.
Yeah, but the funkies they go the hardest. And one of the flunkies now that we talk about today is like old Pizzle, right? He's like flunky #1.
Pizzle Pan Pizza. That dude was nuts. You're talking about Yahweh Pizzle Yasharala.
Whatever the hell you want to call
Yeah,
it.
Yasharala was always the funniest thing for me because when someone had Yasharala in their name instead of Yasharal, I always knew that they were like retarded.
Hmm?
There's an extra A that they put it. Yeah, I know, but this is like extra retarded. Because like if you look at the word in Hebrew letters, there's no A after the L.
There you go. Well, in the cult, one West, they'll pronounce it with AH at the end, meaning Prince of the Power, because we was taught that Israel, Yasharala, meant Prince of the Power.
Okay.
So the A-L-A-H at the end. It's supposed to be A-L-A-H according to the Lashon Kodesh.
I get it. I get it now, but that's still kind of like, I mean, whatever.
Mm-hmm. So these niggas to take off the H, you know, they got to do anything to try to separate themselves, right, from the rest of them. And that's how they get y'all in. They're like, oh, brother, they're not teaching the truth. Look, they say this. Look, they believe in messing with 12-year-old girls when they believe in it too. But they're going to wiggle around it until they get you all up in the group and everything. They get control of you. Then they can go try to touch your kids. So, yeah, so we're going to be getting on a couple of them today when we got time and stuff. I want to be getting on the Nation of Islam, maybe the 5%ers, maybe we get into some
oh, just so you know, I made a video on that. You were in it.
I was in it.
Yeah, I did a video. I did a video on the 5%ers, and you were. I think you jumped on. That was one that you were.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I thought it was something recent. Okay.
Yeah, they're crazy though. I wanted to do one where I call up the Allah school in Mecca. And I was gonna do what I usually do, where I sit there and just say, a bunch of things, and then wait for them to, incriminate themselves.
Yeah, and the doctrine is just stupid. It's basically, yo, what up? We didn't even talk about the Moors, right? Yeah, we got something from the Moors today. We got Mr. Swizzle in the house. Grand Pillsbury Rising.
Grand Pillsbury, right? Yeah.
We got all the white folk out here want to smoke too. We got all the white folk out here that want to smoke. And what's funny, all these niggas are scared. I ain't scared. I'm a nigga. I'm sitting up here around all these white folk, and we y'all niggas at. Y'all didn't want to get me. Y'all actually be your main objective. We gotta get this goddamn killer bee. We're going on around with all them goddamn crackers. Where y'all at? Yup.
I remember the one time you kicked me off you didn't kick me off. You kicked everyone else but me off, and you're like, I kick all of you off, but now you can stay.
Yep.
I was like,
yep.
That's what's up.
Yep. And then somebody say something about it, which they won't. Not in front of me, they won't. Behind the bushes. But I'm going to dig in a little bit of the Nation of Islam and Master Farad Muhammad's voodoo cult, human sacrifice cult, right? Pizzle Pod come on here and beat up our noble Jabali a little bit, right? We can be getting into maybe some 5%. So I don't got nothing exactly with 5. Somebody just sent me a video that just sparked the full 5% thing, right? But shout out to Mr. Unique Muhammad and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be doing what you're doing, nigga.
Here's something to think about with the 5%ers. How come no one asked that one Allah dude, that Clarence 13X? Why didn't they ask him, hey man, why did you say you were Allah in the courtroom? That's crazy, right? That's crazy.
Oh shit. Right? If they're Allah, why they gotta go to court? If they're Allah, why they gotta go to court? And then Allah. Since when Allah gotta go to court?
Since when he's being charged with doing some like vandalism type crap.
And not only that, why Allah gotta go to court and swear on the Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help him God. So help himself. Nobody explain that to me.
And what's crazy is they put that man in a mental institution, and his followers still were like, "Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense." How do they put Allah in a mental institution?
Yep. It's madness. It's straight madness. And it's plaguing the black community. It's not only plaguing the black community, it's plaguing society. Because they even got white people and shit down with the 5% and shit now.
Yeah. No, you gotta remember what I said about him being put in the mental hospital. Because when he was there, he he saw this white dude getting the crap kicked out of him by these orderlies. So he's like, this must have got his brain thinking, because he was like, wait a minute, white people can get beat up too? Kind of stupid, but yeah. He later found out the man's name was John Kennedy. And he started talking to the dude, and the dude was really into it. He was almost like the Neggy Springfield of the 5%ers.
Well, goddamn.
And guess what? I read about this in a book by Michael Muhammad Knight, who I was friends with on Facebook. That's really funny. But
oh shit.
Back to the dude. He would later take on the name Azrael Wisdom, because he was the second one with that name. So you had knowledge, that was like 1. Wisdom was 2. So like, yeah, he was like the second one. For some reason, he stuck around that the longest, and he was like a homeless dude. I mean, it was almost like the Hebrew Israelites.
Like most of them. Just like the Hebrew Israelites. There's a lot of Hebrew Israelites that came into the school in New York and stuff that were homeless. Absolutely. Homeless and group homes and all types of shit. Shelters, all types of shit they come from. So it's the most beaten down that join these groups. And that's one thing that people don't get. And we see it displayed when we see the people talk. When they come out and try to defend it, right? They don't listen. And over there in Mind Forever, they realize that today. I let them find that out on their own. And they was just like, well, shit. Like, these motherfuckers is out here defending a motherfucker with no evidence, can't even defend themselves, but they'll go all out. They'll crash and burn to defend their little cult leader. They'll literally crash and burn themselves while the cult leader sitting to the side laughing at them. And it's only a cheerleader for a nigga.
It's so messed up, because the guy that I told you about, this Azrael Wisdom, he didn't have a good ending to his life. He ended up dying the way he basically was when he joined the cult. He died homeless.
Yep. This like all these so-called Afrocentric leaders and stuff. Look at Dr. Ben. Look how Dr. Ben went out. They had a big funeral for him though, but there wasn't nobody put that money in his pocket while he was alive. Well, they did put the money in his pocket. What he did with it, I don't know. Because you write all them damn books. Niggas brought them books. Motherfuckers brought them books. So he had some money. What he did with the money, I don't know. That's the mystery. That one should be sought out. All these black leaders are not. Now I ain't gonna call them black leaders. The Afrocentric leaders. That's why I can put it as.
I got a better name for it. I got a better name for them. The Blackology Pushers.
There you go. The Blackology Pushers. There you go. That's what I meant to say, nigga.
The Blackology Pusher puts them on the same level as drug dealer, I think. It's basically.
There you go. You heard Nancy Springfield said it. Now do something. That's right. The Blackology. The Blackology. ideology. You know what I'm saying? And what they do with the money. You got all these people, and they dying broke. So why they telling you all this righteous stuff? And there was cult leaders, they had followers giving them dues and all this stuff. What was they doing with the money? They was tricking with the money. They was getting high with the money.
Yeah, that priesthood fund must have been getting fat, and then it got slim, and then it got fat.
Yep. And speaking of money and shit, y'all can hit my goddamn Cash App and become a supporter. Hit the super chat, whatever the fuck y'all want to hit. And so Killer B get some goddamn money so I can do what I want with it.
I'll hit it today.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, I'll hit it today so people can get an idea of what to do from the white man. You know how it is.
Yep. And then I'm over there, Killer B, I sent you $5 and stuff. What you gonna do? We go to the liquor store.
All right, there you go. There's your next.
There you go. I ain't lying. Shit, I might go do something else.
I don't care.
I ain't lying telling you what I did with the money. These niggas will, and these niggas won't even give you no props for sending them the goddamn money. You see all the names at the bottom? There's all the goddamn supporters, the members. Right, look, look.
Check that out. That's $10 to your God Mashapakia.
My nigga. See? The white man support Killer B, goddammit. The white man support Killer. What about you? I'm out here saving niggas, and I got the white man supporting me, saving you niggas. No, where you gonna see that at? Thank you very much, Nigga Springfield.
No problem. I thought you know, black people do things if the white man do it, so I had to do it.
See? What y'all got to say for y'all goddamn self? I'm out here saving goddamn lives and shit, putting my life on the goddamn line. I got these fucking niggas calling me, telling me they're gonna kill my motherfucking ass, and wait till we find you, Killer B, and all this shit. Goddamn. And this is y'all do to y'all black leaders. This is what you niggas do to your black leaders. You let them die. Shit. I'll go down. At least I have some of the white folk money going with me. God damn it. Wait, hold on a second. Let me get old Swindle up in here. We got the whole white posse up in here Sunday. I should call it White Posse Sunday. That should be my new thing. On Sundays, I do a live stream and have no white folk up there. That's what I need to do. I swear for God, that's what I need to do. I'm going to have the food today. Yo, it's stupid.
You can't call me.
You're killing me, yo. That shit crazy as shit. Wait, how can I put that shit so
you can't call me white. I'm artificially colored.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, here you go. See, that thing got the KFC fucking on it. Oh man. Come on, Swindle. You know you want to kick your Noble Drew Ali shit. Because you stay on Noble Drew Ali like I stay on these damn Israelites. So go ahead, shoot your shit. I'll let the floor is yours right now. Go ahead, shoot your shit. Tell us what's new going on in the more science world.
Not really much. They're kind of mellowing out for some reason. I just can't figure out what's going on. They're not putting out as many videos and the shit that they're doing. So I think there's been a lot of infighting.
Oh, we gotta take advantage of that.
Yeah. Then there's
infighting because they'll tell on each other.
Yeah. Then there's some tensions between the so-called Aboriginals and the Moors. I don't know if you ever listened to this guy called Aboriginal Power, and the shit that comes out of that guy's mouth is just fucking nuts. But hit up he's asking to hit up his Cash App every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes? Goddamn.
Literally.
He blowing through the goddamn money and shit. God damn. Good Lord.
He sits there and gets stoned on smokes dope while he's doing his live feeds. And
Wow.
yeah. So then there's also this other person called Sister Bethy, and she claims that the Moors were the original people that colonized the 13 colonies, and the Aboriginals gave the Moors the go-ahead to start the 13 colonies. So I've been paying attention more to the Aboriginals now than the Moors, because the Aboriginals seem to be more screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah, what about the rise of the Moors, or whatever the hell it was called, and people that was on the damn highway with the guns? Now, yeah. I heard one of my friends, Ivory, shout out to Ivory on Facebook. She showed this a channel called Crumb TV that did an interview.
Yeah.
Right? And it was funny, and nobody caught what he said, right? I believe I spoke to you about it briefly. That the thing was dropped or something, they got out of jail. I forgot how it went, yo. I forgot how it went. You remember me talking to you recently about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I say about it? It was something really key that he said in the video.
I can't remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, same here. That's why I'm asking you. But what do you have to say now?
I know what they're.
He got his ass out of jail.
Yeah, he's out on bail.
Yeah. He's on bail.
Yeah.
So the charges weren't dropped.
No, he goes back to court next month.
So what about the rest of them?
Within the next few months, they're all going back to court.
I mean, did the other ones make bail too?
Yep. And then one of them, what's his name? Quentin or something like that, jumped bail, and he's back in the jail. And then there's this other girl from Alabama that came up to support the rise of the Moors in Massachusetts. She had a 9mm on her, and she got arrested.
Wow.
Now she jumped bail, and now there's a warrant out for her arrest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think what I was gonna say was something they were saying how the officers didn't use the right procedures of apprehending him or actually engaging with the situation. He spoke on something like that. Now they'll take something like that where a judge will throw something out, right?
They'll take that as a win.
We won.
No, you didn't win.
It was because they won. It was just that the cop fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's two different things. And this man, they dangerous. They really are. Because not only the inside of the group, but the outside is more dangerous than the inside. Yeah,
there was another person who claimed to be the Moroccan consul general. He's one of the Drew Ali Moors, and him and his buddy got arrested on the side of the road for having firearms illegally.
And they'll do stuff to, I guess, prove their little allegiance, or they basically set themselves up for failure.
Yeah, that's what's going on, and it's the beginning of the end for the Moorish movement has started. It started probably about 5-10 years ago when they started with these videos of doing videos that's like, oh, we don't need a driver's license, we're Moorish American and stuff like that. So it's already the beginning of the end has already started for them, and they don't realize it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just like Corin Gaines, right? That she was fucking hot, fucking Corin Gaines. But she was dumb as hell. She was dumb as all hell. Got her ass smoked by the goddamn police over that Moorish shit. And while her man ran out the goddamn back door like a coward and leave her ass up in there with the kids to get killed.
Yeah.
And when they went to court, stuff, and the people and the white man gave him the money, right? Guess who? Guess who got him the money? It wasn't no goddamn Moor.
No.
It wasn't a Moor in sight. What happened to the Moors? Oh, we don't have to go to court. We can represent ourselves. And where is the Moor Science Temple to represent Corin Gaines in the courtroom?
Yeah.
I heard shooting. Where were they? Where to be found?
Yeah.
But they tell you, see, you can do this, and they give you all the procedures. Okay, well, see, you can file this and you can file that. But when it comes to them, they not doing nothing. They going to jail.
Yeah. Example, Sharon Tracy Gale Bay from Pennsylvania. She stopped paying her bills and she lost her house and she would not leave. She ended up, the sheriffs came in and evicted her, and they found with a bunch of stuff, and she ended up going to jail for a year. Her boyfriend is still in jail, and it's just like, where was Taj Tariq Bey to help out everybody that are in jail?
Right. Nowhere to be found. No.
It's like, where's the Moors helping out Rise of the Moors?
Nope.
They're nowhere.
Oh, they say, oh, they dirty Moors. They dirty Moors. They dirty Moors. So they'll make up some stupid excuse to say why they're not helping them. When the real reason is that they can't help them.
Right. I refer to them as Drew Ali Moors. They're not real Moors. The Moors don't exist anymore. And that's the problem. That's the major problem. Is the Moors don't exist anymore.
It's a goddamn social club.
Yes, that's what the Moorish Science Temple started out as, is a social club.
Yep.
Then somebody turned it into.
Documented.
Yeah.
It's documented as a whole social club, right?
Yes.
No. That's what I talked to you about. That's what it was. Because the dude for Rise of the Moors, he said that the building that Noble Drew Ali had the Moorish Science Temple in, the records that they found, and he trying to say that they lying, that is listed as a social club.
Yes.
And not no goddamn church or temple or none of that shit. As a goddamn social club.
Exactly.
There's some big conspiracy that the white man gonna change the records from a church or a temple to a goddamn social club. And why he didn't own the building? That's what I was saying before. People collect all these dues, but where the money at?
Yeah.
Where the money?
Whoa, I lost you. No, I'm back. Okay. Supposedly Drew Ali went to his grave a rich man, but he was on trial for murder before he passed away. And if he was a rich man, the trial would have gone on, and these people would have got some type of claim in there for all that money. But there's no money, and so there was no trial.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the article with him about the little girls that he was wanted, was he ever apprehended for that?
That I don't know. I can't tell you.
Because they were saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? They was looking for his ass for the murders and the goddamn fucking with the kids.
Yep.
And the other guy, what was his name? Salomini Samaladin or some bullshit. Bald-headed black dude that they said Drew Ali learned from.
Yeah, somebody in Egypt.
Yeah, he was Nigerian or Egyptian by way of Nigeria or some shit like that. And he lived in the same area and was finessing people with the same doctrine. And he went to go give a woman's daughter the initiation, right? Because like, you got these religions like Santeria, Apollo, Voodoo. You got initiations, and initiations cost money. They're not doing that shit for a couple dollars. You can get up some G's.
Yeah.
$4,000, $7,000, $12,000 for these initiations, right? They say, oh, we got to get this, we got to get the goats, and we got to get this and that, and this skin, we have to get this imported from Africa and all this bullshit, right? And they take the girl, he took the girl in the room, and sometimes initiations last days. So you locked up in this goddamn room with this creepy ass nigga, and this man was up in there molesting this girl. Just like many people get initiated in some of these black spiritual systems and shit, like, right? And they talk about he made me take off my shirt, and he was feeling like, no, I can't be all violent about it, but y'all get what I'm talking about. And they don't know no better. They think that's just part of the initiation. But no, it's just a creepy nigga just finding an excuse to get his creep on. Just like they tell you, oh, listen, sister, you know, you're going to have to submit to your husband. I'm your husband. You slept with me months, right? So that means you're my husband. I mean, I'm your husband, and you can't do nothing. You can't say nothing, and if you leave me, God gonna kill you. So they can do whatever they want. You heard I played with General Johannes said. He said, if a man wanna do it in your butt, he can do it in your butt. You know what I mean? So it's just giving men all these like go aheads to do basically whatever they want to these women, and these women can't do nothing about it. Or the children. And not only the men, I mean the women and the children, but also the men, because the other men in the group are doing it to other men. Maybe not some sexual stuff, but doing this other things that they shouldn't be doing. Manipulating some of these people, making them feel like
it's still going on today.
Yeah. It's still going on to this day.
Look at all the YouTube.
Come up in here, the link in the chat.
Look at all the YouTube scammers out there. And it's just a lot of them are just taking advantage of people that don't know.
Yeah.
And
that's been that's been like just been beat up on in life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And in society, sometimes it's how they grew up, and they look at what's in their circle. They looking at the whole world as being like that. So like a kid that grew up and his parents abused him and mistreated him and stuff like that. So they're a prime candidate for the cult. Because the cult gonna be like, look, see, this is why your father did this, and this is why your mother was like this. It's because they was wicked and they wanted to follow Christianity. You went to church, right? And you see what they was serving on Easter Sunday. They was serving a big old ham. See, because they wicked. Because the Most High, they celebrating the devil's holiday. You know what I mean? So that will go into the person's head and be like, damn, my parents were wicked, or blah, 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 blah. And they're going to look at the whole world now. And just like, and they know what they endured from their parents, the bad things that they had to suffer from them. Now they're looking at the rest of the world. If they went anywhere else, they would receive the same suffering. So that gives them the okay, say, hey, I'm going to join this cult, and thank God that this man came along and gave me this information for me to know. So now I'm the I'm the grand wizard of the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's churches around where I live that you have to give a certain percentage of your income to the church.
Yep.
That's not a church. That's a cult.
Now, when it's real bad, come on, now you chime in on this. I know you snacking on something shit. Some churches will fool the people, and the members would not know that they can take their donations off of the taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah. And
the church won't tell them that. So with them not telling them that, they can take that money and don't have to report it to the IRS for their certification to be in a church, the 501c3 or whatever they got. And that's what the ICJC was doing. They told the people we not a nonprofit organization. We not a church under contract in the United States or whatever. So in that case, all the money coming in, they didn't have to report everything. And I read the reports on my channel. Well, where Jermaine Grant, aka Tazadaki and stuff, he's 6 feet and rotten right now, inherited worms. What up, Shamian? Said that, we made $40,000 this year, right? In actuality, the IRS saw that they made $200,000. Then he said, we made $100,000, but really he made $400,000. And he had a whole van filled up with the ties, envelopes, and everything, hiding them. Hiding them in a van that a man donated to the church. Now, if this man donated the van to the church, he is supposed to receive a tax write-off for the value of that van. We take off his, but the white man and shit, so they ain't gonna give him no receipt for nothing. According to them, you just gave me the van, nigga. This was no donation.
But hit up my Cash App.
Yup. Yo,
yeah,
crazy.
that whole van thing was totally nuts. But what's even more nuts is that people probably had given all their life savings, way more than that.
And then his wife, knew all this shit was going on, checking him when she get pissed at him, she throwing it in his face. But guess what? Her ass was the same shit because that bread was coming in.
Yeah. But can you imagine getting someone's life savings knowing that that's all they have?
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. Look at these scammers that call you from India saying that they were the IRS or they're the Social Security.
That's the reason they can do. The reason they can do that is because Hinduism has no rules against lying. Hinduism isn't against lying. They can lie to whoever they want to.
Yeah, but it's there's the same shit that's going on here, but people in this country are doing different things. For example, the Moors will sell these bogus nationality cards for anywhere from $35 to $150. Or another example is one Moorish cult leader will tell you to stop paying all your bills. Then all of a sudden you got debt collectors calling. Then they're most likely sending the cult leader money.
Yep.
But it's all a big scam.
By telling them not to pay their bills by the whole time so they can have money to give to them.
Yes.
We got to push the truth. We got to push this movement and let our people know. We got to wake up the people. And then they're going to take all their life savings and give it to the damn cult. What up, Vengeance? Y'all come on up here. Young Hebrew, Shamian, Vengeance. Yeah, like it's crazy. And these people let it go on. And it was funny what you said too. These people giving their whole life savings and they don't care. Just like a damn drug dealer. A drug dealer doing the same goddamn shit. Know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. This like, right, the 5%ers now, right? Everybody know 5%ers was no holy ass motherfuckers. Them niggas out in the street selling drugs, motherfucker. Not to the white man. They wasn't selling it to the white man. They was selling it to the niggas in the hood. And they supposed to be the gods of the goddamn universe. But they selling crack. They selling heroin. They selling whatever to the little boy's mother, the little boy that be walking to the store that you trying to give the 120 lessons to. His mom coming right after he come back from the store and she make him some ramen noodles and shit. She hitting the block of crack. But you God though. And that shit supposed to be for the goddamn building the goddamn nation, the black man and all that bullshit. Crazy. Yeah, man, they wildin'. But yeah, so it's crazy. Wait, what's the name dropped off? I'm an hour late. What's going on? You ain't no got. You are out. Hour late, not much. You know, an hour for me is like 10 minutes and shit. I think I'm out here for 10 minutes. I'd be out here for an hour and a half and shit. Right? I'd be flowing. Yeah, you come out. We're just talking and shit. We're just talking about some shit. I'm gonna review some of your new videos. I haven't watched the 2 latest videos you did yet, so I'm gonna play them up on here. Yo, it's crazy, yo. These niggas is all fake, yo. It's a hustle. It's a hustle, and they'll get bold with it. Look! Like Shaka got the video. Let me see. I can pull that shit up. I'm out forever. He got the shit with Farrakhan saying what he have to say about black people. Watch this shit here. Y'all think I'm a goddamn lion? Watch this.
So wait, did he pull a Chris Harris?
Oh shit!
Did he pull a Chris Harris and say something in private that later got leaked to public?
No, he said this shit in public.
Oh, he said it in public. So he didn't even do a Chris Harris. He had the audacity to say it in public.
Oh, Shaka was gathering some receipts today. He was like, send me that video. He's like, I got it. He said, I don't need to see nothing else. He was like a lawyer and shit, had somebody on the bench. He was like, I don't need to say nothing else. No more questions, nigga.
Yeah, no more further questions, Your Honor.
Yep.
We're good. The defendant has hung himself in the witness
box.
He
went back live.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Goddamn commercials. All right, I'll find it here. He got it in his description. Let me see here. I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Yo, Young Head Brew, it's up in here, ain't it? I thought. He just linked my channel. Oh, shit. He live now. I thought he was gonna be live. I thought he had it up in here. All right, well, I'll tell you about it. I'll key it up next time. I'll get it from him and let y'all see it. It was for Farrakhan saying that black people supposed to have straight hair.
Oh, guess what? Guess what, man? This is gonna be funny. I just want to say this while that's still fresh in people's minds. Guess who also said he had straight hair?
Don't tell me Judah Nazareth.
Judah Nazareth.
Said we supposed to have. Yo, he did say that.
He said that.
I heard him recently say that.
He said it like a few times that I remember, but I remember the one where he's like,
"Look, my hair is curly."
Yo,
what up, man?
You could see his hair, and it wasn't straight. It wasn't like, no.
Yeah, man, I just saw that. I went to drop the link. Drop the link for the Farrakhan video where he talking about the people with the straight hair. He said that black people here is supposed to be like their eyebrows. They said everybody in the world here is like the hair on their eyebrow, except black people, because black people is cursing and wicked.
Yo,
he said we the Asiatic white man and shit.
Yo,
that's why they said
he
got
said
the
that. He said that.
He said that. And the people like, yeah. He said, don't you women out here want to use that perm? Get y'all perm as soon as y'all get a chance, don't you? And they're like, yeah. Yeah. Yep. The whole church said amen. It said it's a curse that can come kick your ear. Said your ear supposed to be like the hair in your eyebrows. I was like, well, goddamn. I said, well, goddamn. And like that's this pseudo. What about the Aborigines? What they're hearing like they got them eyebrows. White people got hair they ain't like they got them eyebrows. It's crazy that the shit that they'll say is all speculation. Like Pizzle, right? He came on there kicking all that shit to shock on his channel, like saying, oh yeah, we come from the Congo, and like he just talking. He just talking. None of that shit makes sense. He don't got 1 inch of evidence on any of that stuff. Not one. Not 1 inch of evidence. But he'll flow out the mouth with that shit. And what it is to catch the attention of some viewers that might be watching to say, hey, Pizzle could be right. Let me look that up. And they go to Pizzle, and Pizzle run the whole coke game on him. And next thing you know, Pizzle got his own little coke flow. And that's all it be. All these people want to be down with their own coke because they see what it is. They want the attention. They want the fame. Judah Nazareth could get on the live stream butt naked with a goddamn bathroom plunger up his behind, and the people will follow him and say Judah fights for the Torah, just so they could be on the panel with him. Just so they could be on the panel with him. We seen it. Me and Maggie seen it with our own eyes. The nigga getting caught red-handed. I had to do the video. I did the video 3 times. The last one, I can't be no clearer on that video. I held everybody's hand and walked them through the whole thing. Judah Nazareth had a nervous breakdown afterwards. He went off YouTube for a little bit, like he usually do when I drop videos on him. And all the followers sitting there trying to defend him. Remember the dude with the Paleo Hebrew name, Nagy?
Yeah, I do remember that dude. The weird dude that followed me on Instagram and was like trying to be like some kind of Jake.
Right?
I think his name was like Jake Sama or something. I don't know what was up with that dude. But.
Right.
Crazy.
Yep. Now, you hear the things that Judah say about Nagy. Why would he go over there and friend Nagy? Because why? Because he just like Judah and think Nagy was like Judah.
I mean, I'd say I was a better version. Better version of Judah. I think he'll be back. We just gotta But yeah, it's just crazy that that one dude sent me a friend request on Instagram after hearing all the stuff that was said about me. It's like, it's like if you believe all of that, would you still befriend somebody if you had all those things? If you thought they were this horrible person, would you go, send them a friend request on Instagram? I don't think so. That's just crazy. The whole thing's nuts, but, So yeah, we'll be back. Oh, we were almost back. Oh, we're back. We're back. Good.
We see from this dude. I went to his Instagram. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're on now. You're on. Yeah, his Instagram's weird because he's got like a weird name. He's trying to be like appealing to people like me or something. I don't know.
All right. All right, there you go. We see.
So yeah, Jake turned out to be a snake. You know what else is new? You know, you go looking around in your backyard, you find some snakes.
You know, not Nagy. Judah had the Japanese wife, and Trey Tell had the white wife and shit. So she was thinking this is an Israelite group that she can join. Because the other Israelites is like, hell no, you ain't have no white man up in this motherfucker. Right? You know what I'm saying? But Torah did have Nagy up in there. Right? So she thinking she could be a Hebrew Israelite and shit with her white husband. You know what I mean? So this how Amber Borum found Torah Nights. These down low niggas is finding Torah Nights just like Amber did by what they looking at. Oh, this Judah Nazareth got caught doing all types of homosexual shit. and now, oh shit, we can go over there and we can be part of the Torah too. Y'all done seen the video of the goddamn Facebook message he sent me? Talking about it's okay, it's all right. He said it's your innate desire. Yo, I read that shit on Shaka's channel earlier, Nagy. I know you love what I read. That shit is crazy. He said, don't be ashamed. It's 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning Japanese time.
That's the funniest thing you've ever read. Like when you read it the first time, it's like you could never beat the first time you read that because you had me almost in tears.
Yo,
I was sitting there like I couldn't breathe. I'm like,
the creepy part about it is 3 a.m. Judah time is 3 a.m. Who was he texting at 3 a.m. that he sent that at 3 o'clock in the morning? You gonna send somebody a message like that? That's somebody you trying to creep with, nigga.
It must have been the devil at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't think of anything else.
What's an hour and shit?
The devil, yeah.
What up, Vengeance? What's happening?
Peace, y'all. Peace. What's going on, y'all?
Not much, man.
Not much. I got a day off, so this is good. I got another day off tomorrow, so I'm gonna be making videos.
Everybody want that smoke. You know what I mean? Of course they ain't coming. They all hiding behind the bushes. It's killing me.
Yeah, I seen the title of the video. I'm like, I seen the title of the video. I'm like, oh man, he done pissed somebody else off. What happened now?
Nah, man. You remember when Pistol came on my thing the other day? So he been going on my Forever channel trying to kick it, and then run back to Judah channel and start talking shit about everybody. So now niggas like bottom down up against the crazy. Over here cheerleaders for that man. It is a shame, bro. It's sad. It's a sad thing, bro.
Wow.
It don't get no worse. It don't get no worse than that. It really don't. Yo, I'm about to play one of your videos since you just got up in here. One of your latest.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man.
Oh, we gotta play this. We gotta show this first. We gotta show this first. You know we gotta show this. Shaka, if you watch it, you might as well get this shot too while you're at it. Might as well get this receipt too. Look at this here, y'all. Look at this shit here. I meant to do a separate video. Wait, I thought I had it up on this motherfucker. Oh, there you go. Look at this shit here. Look what they do with the eyes. This nigga got a goddamn nigga cape on. This nigga got a nigga cape on.
Oh yeah, that's utter madness. I don't know what the hell. That's crazy.
It is unbelievable. No, that's a woman. I thought it was a dude wearing it. That's a woman wearing the goddamn cape. Who made that? Who okayed for her? They supposed to be on her head just for wearing that. You can't have no pictures of Christ. You an idolater. You have pictures of anything and shit. But now here it is, got a whole picture of General Yohana and got all of the captains and the generals and shit. Unbelievable. This is unreal. It's a shame before man and God. This woman is that crazy in her damn head. She went and got a cape made. They probably selling these. They probably selling them.
Yo, you know what that thing looks like? That thing looks like when a YouTuber makes bad merchandise and then sells it. That looks like crappy YouTuber merchandise right there. Like, I would be embarrassed. Like you put that on Teespring.
Yo, it's sad, man. Yo, it really is. It really is. And the people really don't get it. They think we playing games over here. Let this other group do that and see what they would say. Oh, that's wicked. The Most High gonna kill that nigga for making that thing and all this shit. And here they come with their own goddamn cult leader on the motherfucker. Don't make no goddamn sense. Don't make no damn sense. All right, let's get into one of old boys' videos. Let's get into one of them.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Damn shame.
Okay, there.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Man, my headphones fucking up.
I see of heaven and earth and all things living. The house.
It's on my show. Wait. I think this whole one is with the clips from mine, right?
He bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
Hold on. Let me get the other one. The last one, I think you put up there. I didn't see it. Oh, wait. Wait, is it which one I clicked on there? Hold on a second. I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. All right, here we go.
Don't know by now, right? There's a lot of things that's going on in the Israelite community that's not being brought out, that's not being touched on, that's not being addressed. And it seems like the subject has fell on deaf ears somewhat, right? So I'm about to start a new series. Basically, it's going to be called Why Doesn't Your Camp or Why Doesn't Your Israelite Cult Teach on This? Because there's one subject that they want to avoid speaking on. It's one subject that they don't want to touch too much because it pretty much kills their entire doctrine. It pretty much kills their entire doctrine. And it's the subject based on the new covenant. All right. And what am I talking about? Because they like to teach that we're not in the new covenant right now. and they want to butcher scriptures like Jeremiah 31:31 and Hebrews 8:8 to solidify their stance that we're not in the new covenant. And the reason why they have to say that we're not in the new covenant is because if they began to teach it, it will stop their money flow. If they began to teach the new covenant and to teach the real unadulterated gospel of Christ, they no longer have control over the masses.
I'll stop there right there. On Shaka Channel, that's when I hit you up and told you to hop on yesterday, right? There was a young dude on there. He was an Israelite, but I believe he was Torah only, right? He was cool. He could hold a conversation. Like, he wasn't all bugged out and shit. Like, niggas on there basically disrespecting the shit, and he didn't act all crazy, right? So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I was like, he all right, dude. He got to get a little head on him or something, right? So, we were talking about certain things and whatnot. That was like, let me help out old boy since he being like cordial and stuff, like, right? So they started talking about the rape thing that was in the scriptures, and you know, like, you grab hold of the woman and stuff, you gotta give her the 5 shekels, the 50 shekels, or whatever the hell, right?
Yeah.
So I was saying those are things at that time, and people, there's evil people at all times in the world. Right? And those rules, that legislation, whatever they made in the Bible, that was for that time. And we know that that time women didn't have no rights all across the board.
Right.
In most societies, right? Women didn't have that no say so and stuff. So a lot of these rules and stuff that were made to come to a solution, right? To the issue. And I say Christ came and done away with all that shit.
Right.
Well, Christ came and simplified it. Not simplified it, but made sense. He came basically Torah for dummies. It made it easy. But you ain't had to worry about all the stuff, like, right? Christ broke the law, right? To say, hey, if a man, horse, or whatever fall in the ditch, well, you're gonna sit
I fall in the ditch. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? According to these people, these zealots, you supposed to die. So Christ made sense out of the damn thing.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, you ain't supposed to, but if the nigga horse fall in there, you're gonna sit there and let the horse die, and let the man lose his horse, and say, "Oh, the Most High made the horse fall in there because you're wicked."
Basically, Christ came to deal with the wicked scribes and Pharisees based on the doctrines that were created by men. Like, men created certain rules and regulations on the Sabbath, not the Most High.
Right.
Like, they would say, "Oh, you can't travel but a certain distance on the Shabbat, or you can't do that on the Shabbat." Well, the outline for the Shabbat is already laid down in the Torah. So all the extra shit was stuff that man put on to put burdens on men to keep them under control.
Right.
You understand? Just like you see right now in a lot of these camps that they do. You do one thing that they don't like. Oh, you going off, Ak. Oh, you got demons on you, Ak. Ak, we gonna have to demote you, Ak. You can't go out to teach for like 3 weeks, Ak. They do stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
But with the cult leader get caught pooping in his wife's drawers on the bed, all of a sudden,
pray for that brother, or righteous man fall down 7 times, or they got excuses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that with no punishment.
Right.
With no punishment. It's madness, yo. It's crazy. So I'm
sorry I missed it, man. You know, I was on the date last night, man.
But I was saying, like, a lot of the issue comes that takes people away from the Bible, because most of these people grew up in the church, right?
Right.
And we don't. And I gotta put this here. How do I put it? That most people that speak against the Bible or say the Bible this, the Bible says this, that don't know the Bible, didn't never really read it, but just read certain little things in the Bible. Just like, for example, right? I told Chris went and got that book, 1,000 contradictions in the Bible, 100 contradictions or whatever, right? I'm like, Chris, you be a damn fool if you come out there trying to recite some of that shit out that book. I said, I can debunk everything up in that motherfucker. We been did that. We did that shit in the 90s, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those things are just shit that people set up to just mislead you. Because the people that wrote it don't understand it. They're going to present it to you the way they don't understand it. You know what I mean? So, this like, say like eating pork, right? The people at that time understood that it wasn't a good thing to eat pork at that period of time. Because what the pigs was doing, they left their trash out for the pigs. The pigs was cleaning up their trash.
Right. There was a trash disposal.
Yeah, there was a trash disposal.
Right.
So they know that this animal is eating bad things, and some of these things got all types of parasites. Is going to inherit the parasite, right?
Right.
And in turn, bring it to you. Now you get sick, you get spread it to the whole nation, everybody.
Right.
Just like we went fishing, right? I'm good for fishing when I have a license. That's me all day, right? I ain't done it yet this year though. Can't get me. So one time the game warden came up to us, I'm like, oh shit, I'm going down. But she was cool and stuff. She let us fish fishing and everything, right? But she told us to say, yo, be careful of the fish that you eat in here because of the parasites. And she showed us. She said you gotta check their mouths, the inside of their mouths, and behind their gills. Right?
Absolutely.
And then we started catching some, and lo and behold, I spread the gill back. You can see the little bugs and shit out of the motherfucking gills. I'm like, oh shit, this is the lady was talking about. I'm like, ew. Threw that motherfucker back in the water. You know what I'm saying? So, just like how they say, oh, fish is clean for you to eat. Well, the Bible says you can eat the fish and shit. Yeah. But they, at certain times, that fish was clean for you to eat.
Right.
Like, you telling me you gonna eat them fish with them goddamn parasites in that shit?
Yeah.
So you can eat that shit now in your goddamn system? That fish is no different than the pig now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people don't want to, and I did the video on pork that I said I shut that shit down. I showed how the same shit that they say in pork is in every other animal. But there's regulations, that's why they got certain rules and laws, how animals are processed to eat, how they're raised for food production and everything, to cut down on these certain diseases. Where they was herding sheep, the sheep had so many they had probably a goddamn mile of fucking land to spread out and eat and stuff. Today, they all corralled up in a little corral. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a chance for disease and stuff like that to come onto the animal.
Right.
Just like a chicken, free range.
And then again, when you read the scriptures, Ezekiel tells you that in the last days, Israel, wherever they're going to be captives, shall eat their bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. So really ain't nothing clean. You got GMOs, you got all of these preservatives and additives, saturated fats and everything, even in your fruits and vegetables. Now, am I telling y'all to go out there and just eat whatever you want? No, of course not. But all I'm saying is, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't go out here and be reckless with doctrine to fit your own personal narrative. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the biggest problem that's going on right now. People is creating doctrines to fit their narrative. Just like you got this movement in the Israelite community right now. Oh, if you eat meat, you're going to get the lake of fire. Like, what scripture is that? Eating the flesh of the dead is going off. So
you want to hear something kind of funny about that forbidding to eat meat? They actually mention that in the New Testament. They mention people that forbid it.
1 Timothy, the 4th chapter. I think it's 4.
So yeah, that's very funny that they say that, because that's something that was actually in the book of Acts and
abstaining from eating meats and forbidding marriage and getting married. Yeah, I know exactly what verse you're talking about. So when I come to them and ask them a question about the Passover and how the lamb is prepared, they want to say, oh, well, Christ is our Passover. So hold on. Y'all claim to keep the Torah. Y'all claim the Nazarene community and the scenes and all of that stuff. Well, they kept Passover the way it was written. They killed the lamb. They sprayed the blood over the doorpost, all that good stuff. So what y'all got, a vegan lamb? I'm
have you ever,
legit, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had a tofurkey? Probably something like that, a tofurkey.
Yep, a tofurkey.
Hey,
I heard a tofurkey.
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I know this past Passover.
We was like the lone wolves. Like we had our own little Israelite crew for like a few years. That's something that we came up with. That the Passover was supposed to be eating Yahweh Shai, basically not eating them, but just meditating on the things that he taught during the Passover, rather than eating a lamb and stuff like that. That's a doctrine that we came up with it on our own. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
You said that.
And that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Again, like make sure it's sound doctrine, though. But you know, it's a lot of different factions in this community with people got personal agendas, and people just want to just deny scripture and what it says, man. But at the end of the day, my goal is to get people to read for themselves. Stop listening to these niggas online. Hell, don't even listen to what the fuck I gotta say. Even though I may show it to you, still go back and read for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I might be going off. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not infallible. I'm not gonna tell you I got 100% truth. If anything, I'll tell you I don't know shit, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know a damn thing. And that's the type of thing I am.
Man, it is wild.
The knowledge I do have is because of the people. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And I'm going to prove that within the next coming few days. All right. I'm going to bring out the things in the scriptures that they don't want to talk about because it's going to take control and power and finances away from them. Because that's basically what Christ did when he was on the earth. When he was calling out the wicked scribes and Pharisees, you got to understand something about the scribes and Pharisees. They knew the Torah. They knew the laws of God. But they was manipulating the Torah for their own benefit. You understand? In other words, you can still know the Torah, you can still keep the Torah, you can still end up going to hell because your heart ain't right. You understand? And I'm going to prove all of that within the next coming days. But yeah, like I said, right now I'm on my way to work. Okay? And we're going to talk about the new covenant. Because when you read in the book of Hebrews chapter 9, it talks about what Christ or Yahweh Shai's sacrifice did for the nation of Israel. All right? And when you read deeply in Daniel chapter 12, and you read in Daniel chapter 7 or chapter 9, where it talks about the Messiah being cut off in the midst of the weak, it goes deep, but not so deep that to where someone can't understand.
Right.
And when I bring all of this out, it's either you accept it or you don't, because a lot of these cats will claim they believe in the gospel, claim they believe in Yahweh Shai, but yet teach contrary to what Yahweh Shai taught, and do contrary to what Yahweh Shai say do. And I'm expose all of this because one thing that's lacking in the Israelite community is the love for the brother. What we have now is fake love. Fake love meaning that I only love you based on what you can do for me. If I can do something for you. And it's not really love. It's usury. Something that's in the law that the Most High told us not to, but we do it amongst each other anyway. I only love you as far as you can do something for me. If you can't do nothing for me, then we ain't got nothing in common. And that's evil. That's evil. And that's what Christ came on the scene to correct the wicked scribes and Pharisees about. All right?
Yeah.
So And I'm gonna give you an example, right? I'm gonna give you a quick example. When Yahweh Shah was on the earth, when Christ was on the earth, right? And he told his disciples what? He said, unto you is given the mysteries of the kingdom of God. But it's what? It's hidden from them to them that are lost. Meaning what? To them that don't accept Christ's saints. You understand? So when you look deep into what Christ was talking about, he was talking about basically the things that it should already be embedded in us. But because man has that sin nature and has that function to want to do opposite of what God says do, we fall to that. You understand? We fall to that temptation.
Yep.
But when you look at the majority of these camps, these guys, they'll tell you to do this, but they'll do something automatically contrary to what they're supposed to be teaching. And then their excuse is, oh, we in captivity. Oh, the white man. No self-check, no self-accountability whatsoever, right? And this is why we have so much drama going on. Cats in the truth got herpes, STDs, and gonorrhea and hepatitis. But if brothers and sisters following out should not commit adultery, thou should not take your neighbor's wife, then all of that could have been avoided, right?
Yep.
So since don't nobody want to be held accountable for the shit that they say and do, I'm gonna help brothers and sisters out. We're gonna talk about the new covenant, what it entails, and what it's really about. And we're gonna delve into some real end time prophecy. All right. Because a lot of these guys want to focus on only one part and not deal with the other part. You understand? You only focus on the market of beasts or World War III and the natural disasters that's supposed to be happening. They don't want to focus on that entire part of what leads up to that. All right. So I'm gonna leave you guys with some homework. All right. And it's a question that I'm going to ask. All right. And the question is this: when did the countdown to the last days begin? I'm gonna ask again. When did the countdown to the latter times begin? And I'm asking that question based on the premise of 2 Peter's 3rd chapter, where it says that a day with God, it has 1,000 years, and 1,000 my years is as one day to the Most High. So the question is again, when did the countdown to the last days begin? And if you answer correctly, then you already know, or you already have an inkling of when the new covenant is going to take place, or where the new covenant has already taken place. All right? So with that, I say peace. Grace be unto you. Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
There you go. Now, let's get in. Y'all heard it. Y'all go over there, subscribe to the Adventure channel. Now, this is something I talked about. I said I was going to go over when I started the stream here. And I don't know if I know I sent it to Vengeance. I don't know if I sent it to Negi or not. I know I told Negi about it.
Uh-huh.
I just had to pull up the article again here.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
All right, check this out here. Check this out. Voodoo cult of Detroit raised human sacrifice in the Nation of Islam from 1930s to the 1970s. Now,
Oh yeah, you
Let me
did
put
send this to
Nation
me.
of Islam. Yep. I'll put that in there later. I hope Miss Aaliyah is watching, because I would like her to speak on this also.
Yeah, I haven't finished reading all of it, but I'm sure you're gonna delve into it right now. Cause what happened was the night you did send it to me, I started reading. I fell asleep right at my PC.
Yeah, it was late. Exactly.
So yeah, but it was getting good though.
It says 1930s, 2 African American Muslims committed shocking crimes that led the newspapers across the country to declare that the Allah Temple of Islam, the precursor of the Nation of Islam, was a voodoo cult, and its members were practicing human sacrifice. These allegations resurfaced multiple times in the media. Scholarly lecture over the next 40 years, damaging the nation's reputation during the height of their popularity. This article is the first attempt to analyze these centralized depictions of the origins of the Nation of Islam within the context of shit. Goddamn, how the fuck you say that? Neggy? Contemporaneous understandings of voodooism and the racialized rhetoric of human sacrifice, right? Now, this person that read it is, I presume, to be Afrocentric, and she's trying to make clarity of the incident and stuff like that. I'll link the article here so everybody else can watch it. I'll link it in the thing. Yeah, let me grab the link. Damn mouse. I get a new mouse and the shit don't work. This shit crazy.
Hey yo, Killer B, man, I gotta make some moves, but I'm gonna be tuning in, man. I'm gonna have you on my speaker while I'm on the road, man. Gotta make some moves.
All right, right on. All right, thanks for coming
I appreciate you for inviting me, man. Thank you, man.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Nagy. Let's do this here. It says in 1932, in Detroit, Michigan, an African-American Muslim named Robert Harris killed his tenant on an altar in his home as a purported human sacrifice to Allah. In the weeks that followed, as Harris was persecuted for murder and ultimately sent to an insane asylum, newspapers across the country declared that Detroit was home to a voodoo cult. And that,
that should have been prosecuted. Persecuted would have been if he was doing something right. But yeah, he got prosecuted. and he deserved to be prosecuted. That makes no sense whatsoever. Sacrificing somebody to Allah.
That is crazy. And that black Muslims in the city offered human sacrifices to their gods. According to the media, Detroit police asked the Nation of Islam's founder, Wallace Ford, to leave the city due to suspicions that he encouraged Harris's actions. Elijah Muhammad, who assumed leadership after Ford's mysterious departure, changed the name of their organization and moved their headquarters to Chicago, partially to escape the accusations. Now, you see that? You see that? So
yeah, I see that. It's totally nuts, though.
That's just like that. For example, that's like what I say today. How these cult leaders, their members, get butthurt or whatever reason they leave the cult, right, and want to go start their own thing. Now you see here the original name of the group was where is that here? The Allah's what the fuck this shit at? City off Houston, the guys court in Detroit. Nation is on file. Wasrar. It was called what the hell? Where was it? I read it earlier. I think it was up at the top. Allah's Temple or something. Where was it? Allah's Temple of Islam. That was it. That was the first name. Allah Temple of Islam. Now, and it says Elijah Muhammad, who assumed leadership after Ford's mysterious departure. Why did he disappear? because of this bullshit right here. I've never heard nobody bring this out before. I never heard. Shaka is the first person I heard speak on it. Then I immediately went and looked it up and found this article. Now, said who assumed leadership after Farrar's mysterious departure. So Elijah Muhammad was down in it. Shit got hot. The nigga hauled ass, took off, went somewhere, wherever, right? And we know Wallace Farrar was a known criminal. He's been locked up in prisons, right? And we see here Mr. Elijah Muhammad decides to keep the group going, but under another name. Although Farrar had already left the city, the Nation of Islam was also blamed for subsequent attempted sacrifice in 1937, when another African-American Muslim, Vernon McQueen, was arrested for preparing to boil his wife and daughter alive. While neither supposed sacrifice could be clearly linked to the teachings of the Nation of Islam, nor even to prominent members, these allegations would have a long-lasting and far-reaching impact on public perception of the Black Islamic organization. And just like we always find, the cult always gets away scot-free. We didn't tell them to sacrifice nobody. Where the Nation of Islam teachers tell you to sacrifice a motherfucker. But we know that, oh shit, I almost fell off my damn chair. We know the Nation of Islam got their own little hit squads. We know that for a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Right? That's not written nowhere. But we know what they do. Motherfucker tell you that shit quick. Khalil Amani did a video the other day when he did drop the thing on the 5%, not the 5%, is on the what do you call it? The Zulu Nation, which is under the teachings of Elijah Muhammad also, and Drew Bonobo, Drew Ali also, right? And Malachi York also got their little hit squads. Where they get that from? They get that from the cult. You see this? And said over the last 40 years, the media and police, even scholars, would recount the alleged sinister origins of the Nation of Islam when their mysterious leader, Wallace Farrar, purportedly encouraged the practice of human sacrifice and served as a high priest of a voodoo cult. Now, once again, this article is somebody that's in the support of the Nation of Islam. This article was contextualized these depictions of the Nation of Islam within early 20th century narrative about race, religion, and civilization, with an emphasis on the significance of the subtle connections the media drew between Haitians and Black Americans, Muslims, by glossing the later faiths as voodoo, right? By this time, European travelers and missionaries had enthralled the American public with their allegations about cannibalism, human sacrifice, and snake worship characterized religious practices in the independent Black nation of Haiti. These depictions of Haitian voodooism spurred reflection on the intellectual and social capabilities of other persons of African descent, because Haiti had become a yardstick for the potential of independent Black societies. So, you know, the white man tried to make us look bad. No, the white man went over there and saw what the fuck was going on. You don't think motherfuckers, they said a voodoo motherfucker tell you today that these motherfuckers are sacrificing motherfucker. They'll tell you that shit today. I saw one channel, it was saying, they hinted to it. They was like, yo, you know, we can't say this shit, but they got a human body up under that motherfucker. Like, so it was like a pole or something, like where they do their worship or something. and they would say, "Yo, it could be a baby under that motherfucker or whatever." Right? So, and people could take religions and do what they want with the religions and shit, like, right? But let me see if my thing's still on. Y'all can still hear me, right? Oh, what up? Built for Speed here for this. You gotta send I put the link. Oh no, I didn't put the link in the chat yet. For Sister Cherry to read. Because I know she was on the Nation of Islam the other day. I don't know if she did she find it and did a stream on it? I didn't look. I just saw it was on it the other night and seen it. I'm not gonna read this whole goddamn thing. But actually I should just stop there and share it and let you guys go read it on your own. Well, I dig up some. I'm gonna do a video just exclusively to this, but I'm gonna share the link here with y'all. It opens up as a PDF. Goddamn. Yo, these mice are fucking weird, yo. There we go. Copy link address. There you go. Boom. That was funny, nigga. I think that was Built for Speed that asked me on Cherry. They was like, yo, the nigga said all that shit when you made up that video, the April Fool's video. I had to tell him, like, yo, we were just trolling this shit. He was like, yeah, I was subscribing everything to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, nah, you was just playing this shit. You was fucking around. It was amazing though how many people believed it though. That was
I know. I know. You were telling me about that, and I was like I couldn't believe it.
I was like Josh, Malachi, all these motherfuckers believe this shit. I was like, damn. Because it wasn't too far, like, you know what I mean? It was believable. Like, the way you said it and everything. My reaction, then it came with my reaction with it.
Yeah, very believable. Because I was like, you know, I helped create Judah Nazareth. And I was doing it just like Judah Nazareth. I was like, yeah, I was the one that helped make that man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, you know, since I was the one that created Judah Nazareth.
Yankee Straight Fit really created Judah Nazareth? People was hitting me up and all this. I'm like, yeah, man, you saw the goddamn video. Fuck that.
That was something. That was something else.
Yup. It sure enough was. It sure enough was, man. So it's great. I don't got the timestamp for that. But Shaka played a clip from Judah's channel, had Nepal up on there. You're gonna say Killer B is weird and shit. I'm like, bitch, if I'm weird, what the fuck they call you? You the one trying to fool people like you got some kind of goddamn powers and shit. With that bullshit. You know how they put the piece of paper on the needle and do that? Yeah, that bullshit. They stupid.
Yeah, that telekinesis, whatever, you know.
Yeah, that old bullshit.
Let me do some Jedi mind tricks.
Yep. That shit crazy, yo. And try to sit there and fool niggas with that shit. It was seriously like acting like she got some goddamn powers.
And the worst part is she had him out and everything. I mean, she was shameless. She's like bouncing him as she's doing the whole.
Wait, say that again, Naggy? She was what?
She had her cleavage out.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Naggy said she was bouncing him. What she was doing?
I mean, come on. It wasn't like she was doing this to show people, yeah, I can move paper with my psychic powers. It's like, no. You're looking here. I want you to look here.
Naggy said she was bouncing him.
From what I heard, I never saw it, but I heard good enough things that some people weren't interested in the psychic power display. They were there for the other.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Unbelievable. It's unreal. It is supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite.
That's an Israelite that's supposed to be a shamefaced woman. I doubt it.
Yep. Highly doubt it. All them videos and photos we don't see her busting it wide open and shit for motherfuckers.
There's no lick of shame on that.
No shame. No shame. No shame at all. Her dumb ass thinking baby kidneys is in soda.
Oh yeah, baby kidneys or something with like, making the flavor. I don't know.
When I heard that shit, I had to jump on that. I was like, "That's the dumbest ass shit I ever heard in my fucking life."
Here's what I would have done. I would have done a video on it. At the very beginning, I would have opened up a bottle of Pepsi. I would be like, "All right, let me set the stage for this." Take it, put it down, put it like out of the camera's view. Then I'd be like, "All right, today we're going to be talking about what I just drank." Then I would have gone into it like it was a real thing, and then at the end I would have been like, "If you believe all that, then grab the bottle again, gone for a few more sips, then like, so what do you think I just drank?"
Yep. So got some black baby kidneys that was stolen. So kidnapped black baby kidneys that was stolen.
You're like, yeah, PepsiCo, totally doing that.
Unbelievable. And they say why most black people like Pepsi is because Coca-Cola was illegal for black people to buy at one time. I don't know how true it is. I heard this recently because they said that Coca-Cola had cocaine in it, and cocaine had made black people crazy to want to go out and rape white women.
That's what they said about weed, but here's the thing about the Coke
thing. They said the same thing about weed.
Here's the thing. Crazy. Here's the thing about the Coke. It didn't have cocaine in it. It had they would take the leaves, they would get most of the cocaine out of it. Then there'd be like a little bit left in the leaf. They would use what was in the leaf as like an extract, and it gave you a little, I'm talking about minuscule, like it gave you a little boost of energy. The caffeine is what made you feel energetic. It was like 80 milligrams of caffeine in a bottle. That was like Red Bull before there was Red Bull. So it wasn't the cocaine, it was the caffeine. It was the 80 milligrams of caffeine.
Wow, that's deep, baby. I got to do it.
The funny thing is they ended up going to court over it because they said that the 80 milligrams of caffeine was too much. There's no way a person should drink that much. And they said it would make people crazy.
Oh, shit.
It was so funny because the FDA would later determine that caffeine was generally recognized as safe. So that's the designation it has to this day.
So that does make sense, them actually not putting cocaine in it. Because that would, for one, drive up the price of the goddamn product.
Yeah, it was a tiny, and I mean minuscule.
It was a byproduct of the cocaine. After they got all this shit out.
It was a tiny little bitty thing, and it's funny, if you go to Latin America today, they'll actually sell the leaves after it's already been processed. So they'll buy the leaves that are basically depleted. And it's crazy because drug dealers will use those to like make extra cash. They mix that stuff with like other stuff and sell it to people, and they smoke it like crazy.
Oh shit!
It's like the Latin American version of crack cocaine, except worse, because they mix it with like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, they're using a byproduct. They use it as a base for byproduct. As a base for another drug.
It's called pasta de cocaína, but it has a shorter name. They call it Paco. So these people will literally spend so much money on Paco, even though it's dirt cheap.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing. You'll never understand why someone would buy the byproduct of a drug production thing and use that. Makes no sense.
That's just like using like today how they make rosin and like the oil and shit. They'll take the marijuana buds, compress them, and then heat it up and compress it with heat, and then it'll ooze out all the rosin from it. Like it literally like ooze out of it. Like it's like this glob of shit that just come out of it.
So
And then
yeah,
afterwards, all the THC is supposed to be out of it, but there's still a trace of it still in the plant. Like you got all the THC, all the thing that you want to get high has been extracted from the plant, but there's still a small trace amount of it. Yep.
See, that's crazy. That's just crazy. Like, you know, I mean, it's like it's not a big deal these days. You can go and get high grade weed at a store. Most places will sell it to you. You don't need to go to some guy who's got like a big trench coat on. He's gonna pull that out of his trench coat. Like, hey man, you want some of this? You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I want yeah. It's like no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to resort to that stupid stuff.
Well, what's crazy now that you would think things would be better for because you could go to the store and it's regulated and it's watched over and stuff like that. What's crazy here in Connecticut that they just made it completely legal now. That the stores, that the retail stores, they only got a few retail stores though in the state. The retail stores are twice as much for the same product. What is less quality? Like if you got a medical card, you go to the medical dispensary. The weed is higher quality. You can get higher THC levels from the medical place than from the retail. But the retail is double the price than the medical you get from the medical dispensary.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I do understand the reason why they do that. It's because they want the people getting the medical use to have the good stuff.
Yeah, right. Just alcohol too. They do that with alcohol. Like they don't sell. They used to sell Bacardi 151, 151 proof Bacardi.
Speaking
I
of that,
think you can sell nothing over 150 or 140 now.
Yes, this is the Monster made an alcoholic seltzer, and I bought a whole thing of it, and I thought it was gonna be like Monster, but with like some alcohol in it.
Yeah,
it wasn't, and it doesn't even taste that great. So now I got like not a bunch, but like a lot of these cans, and I'm like, I'm just gonna drink them every now and then because they're there. But
that seltzer shit, I tried it the other day because I gotta watch my weight now.
It's got no sugar in it. It's got no sugar in it though. That's good. No sugar.
Oh wow! I tried a Bud Light. What was it? Bud Light watermelon seltzer, strawberry seltzer, or some shit. It was good. But like it had that kick that I was looking for. It was like literally drinking water, like seltzer water. Like I was like, yo, this shit ain't bad. That shit twice the price.
But these things are all, in my opinion, they're just mediocre. I mean,
this marketing, good marketing and shit.
Yeah, my this is
so
my.
Be honest, this, get monetized.
This is my thing. And I got some of the other, I got a party down here. This is it.
Oh shit!
The poison that
I love that shit.
Yeah, the blackberry. Yeah, even my.
You fuck around, get drunk, and spill that shit on yourself. You be a sticky motherfucker.
It's sticky, and it's also very. I imagine it's got so much sugar in it. That's why it's probably.
Yeah, that shit. You get it's called heavy Malaga. I don't know what that shit means, but that's even more sweeter. It's like it's thicker too.
That sounds crazy.
I fuck with that man, the Chevys.
Yeah. This stuff is like the original deadly stuff for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could drink that shit. The Israelites like King David, but it's hard to find. There's a kosher wine called King David. It's like 1 out of 20 stores out here selling.
I've never.
I had to go to this huge fucking. Yup.
I've never seen
that. This is funny. I never told this story. that they said Tahar taught that fruits and everything was bigger back in the days, in the ancient times. They said, what was it? A chicken was the size of what they said, how they said that shit. I forgot what he said about the chicken. But he said the grapes were like the size of like a softball. Like you got one grape, they said the grapes like the size of a softball. And that it took two people to carry a bunch of grapes. If you look at the label of the King David wine, you'll see two people with a stick, and they got the big bunch of grapes on it, like a big giant bunch of grapes. So he told us like the grapes was the size of goddamn like watermelon, cantaloupe, bullshit. and that the chickens is bigger and shit. Like these chickens is like the size of turkeys or some bullshit. Like it was a bunch of crazy shit that he taught us. There was another group I went to, and he made an actual fool out of me. I can't believe I was that dumb to believe that shit. That humans were the only people that were born with umbilical cords. And I went around to one of my buddies, like mom, that's like a dog breeder. And I'm trying to kick my Hebrew Israelite shit to these white people. And that bullshit came out my mouth. Man, she shaved my ass, nigga. I was like, I ain't never listened to these niggas ever.
Just like that one dude. Just like that one dude who put that stuff in his hair and then he burned his scalp. I'm sure, like I said in that video, it's like I said in that. It's like I said in that video. I said I feel bad for the next Afrocentric who he runs into because he's probably gonna lose it.
I remember when you said that shit.
Because the next Afrocentric he meets in the street is probably going to get punched out. That's what I was thinking because I heard that his scalp got burned off by Dr. Sebi. I was like, yeah.
We're not even bullshitting. Y'all go see the video. What it's called? What I named that shit? Frauds. It got a thing that said stop frauds. It said, damn, what was the name of that video? But basically, I was getting at all the so-called Afrocentric holistic people that claim that they got all these cures and talk about health and veganism, how all the motherfuckers is bullshit and pseudo and lie on their credentials. They had that nigga burn his whole goddamn scalp fucking with Dr. Sebi. I mean, burned it, y'all. I'm talking about burn like somebody took a flamethrower and lit up his head with that motherfucker. That's what that shit looked like. That shit crazy. But I'm about to get out. I done been out here about 2 hours and shit. I'm about to come out here tonight. I just went out here to get a little juice and shit. Maybe I was hyped up a little early.
And I'll be on later doing my thing. Right. So I'll do whatever. I'll be on yours sometime.
Yo, Shamian monetized on Twitter. Oh shit. Twitter, yo, Shamian be fucking with them niggas, yo. Shamian be on the motherfuckers' heads, those cryptocurrency people. Shamian be on their head, yo. It be trolling the shit. Asses all goddamn day. Just be giggling.
Oh yeah, Bitcoin, Buttcoin, whatever.
Yup. Another scam. There was a lady that in Facebook, they got the Ampu people. They call them Ampu or whatever. He's like, one of them was on my channel one day when we had the Moorish dude that got caught on the Facebook group asking a white dude could he rub his suck his toes and shit. They got exposed, and these people came on the stream, and they believe it's some lady that's wanted in 3 different African countries for scamming the people. And she went to South America and Canada.
We'll be right back. We'll be back in a minute. Don't worry. It shouldn't take too long. But yeah, scamming and getting, being wanted in several African countries. I can't imagine. That sounds absolutely nuts. I wouldn't want to be wanted in several African countries because it depends on which ones they are. It might be one where the leaders are all cannibals or some crazy stuff. They might not just send the police after you, they might send everybody. And the worst part is it won't just be the police. They'll send like the guy that can sniff something and they'll track you with the scent from your, your shoe or something. They'll be like, all right, go get him, boy. They'll be like, go get that scammer. We're going to find a scammer today. We got their shoe right here. Take a snip of that, find him. It'll be like some pygmy dude that can do that. And then he finds you. And then he takes you and the police are like, we got you now. Like I said, I wouldn't want to be, wanted in several African countries just for that reason.
Yeah, right? Right.
It's like I said, they'd find you in a heartbeat. They'd have like hyenas on leashes. They'd be like, yeah, we're gonna get him, and when we get him, we're gonna put him in handcuffs and drag him to court.
Yeah, Africa ain't no joke. People talk all this African shit. I do not want to go to Africa. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can screenshot my ass. Y'all can do whatever. Y'all can record whatever. I do not want to go to Africa ever. I might take a trip. I got my aunts and stuff. They going to Egypt this year. I thought about it and shit. I was like, shit, that'd be kind of dope if I go with them and shit. The only reason I'm going, I know somebody in Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt is cool, but let me tell you, we're talking Africa, like Africa.
Africa. Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is the video that I saw a long time ago. Okay. There was a dude, I don't know what he did exactly, and it's hard to prove what he did, but this is what they did to him. It might have been a rapist or something, so this is like, okay, whatever, I don't care. So they tied a rock around his balls.
I think I've seen that shit.
And then one of them, there was a cop or something, he would go nudge the rock a little. Never going to Africa. Yeah. And I'm never doing anything that whatever that guy did. I'm never doing that either. So whatever. Never going to Africa.
I did an old video before you even left Tour Nights, right? I had Heru up on here, that dude Blue. I had a lot of people. Cube was on there. And they're talking about, going to Africa and shit. I was like, y'all some stupid motherfuckers going to Ghana. I said, that's a nigga trap. I said, for one, you can't own nothing in Ghana. You cannot buy a house in Ghana. No American can go to Ghana and buy a house. You can only lease it. And it only can be leased for no longer than 50 years.
Yo, you want to hear something else that's crazy?
What?
They, like Liberia, they had this huge issue with that whole Ebola thing. Like, no one would believe.
Yeah.
Like they were shooting people. There was something that I saw that I'll never forget. Some kid was wearing an Eagles shirt or something. The Philadelphia Eagles, the football team.
Yeah.
And it was kind of not funny, but it was kind of funny because the Philadelphia Eagles used to be the losers at the NFL. Okay. So it was weird to see somebody wearing an Eagles shirt and they got a bullet in their leg and they're not going anywhere because they tried to bust out of quarantine or something.
Wow.
So that's the other side. That's Africa. That's Liberia, where people think, the slaves were freed, right?
No, check this out. I did a video. Y'all look at my most popular videos. It's in one of the Paulo Mayande videos. I showed actual records with the slaves that was set free in Cuba. A lot of them went back to Africa. You know what they did? They turned their asses around and went right back to Cuba. They said, "Fuck this shit. These niggas is not even wearing clothes."
Yeah.
And that's they like that. They saw, even though they was in slavery, the way of living was so much better than going back there. Like, know what I mean? And not saying like, oh, fuck Africa and shit. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying, I have no desire to go there. I don't believe that's anywhere that we need to be going to. The mother. Well, that's the motherland. My motherland is Connecticut. That's my motherfucking motherland. I am American. And
so
you can say, oh, he a cool, all that shit. White people do the same shit. You hear Italians, Irish white people, they just say, I ain't Irish, motherfucker. Shit, I'm American, motherfucker. I ain't going back to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
here's something kind of funny.
Places in the world. People don't want to. They need that shit.
Yeah, here's something kind of funny that that kind of came out of the Daryl Brooks thing. People were making memes like they were saying someone would get on one of the slave ships with a gun, go up to the captain and be like, "Turn this ship around. We're trying to prevent a disaster here." Trying to keep Daryl Brooks from being born.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yo, it's crazy. Like, but yeah, Africa full of scams, yo, and hype. Like, they think they can just go there and just be chilling and live like free. Like, they ain't got to spend no money. Like, they could go there and forget about responsibilities. That's what most Black Americans that want to go there. That's what they thinking. They could go there and just escape responsibility and shit. Hell, you go there if you want.
No. Not gonna happen.
They ain't got no police like we got. Somebody break into your shit, fuck you up. You ain't police ain't gonna do shit, motherfucker.
And
they be asking you for some money. You want us to go get them? Give us some money.
The police they do have are crazy when it comes to like how they go after people.
Yeah. The motherfuckers, they might just be some civil unrest, and you start hearing motherfuckers on the little Toyota trucks coming to fuck your ass up and shit. That shit crazy. The mic's concrete. Fuck. All right, it's time for me to go. They get crazy up here.
Yeah, we gotta go. Nice. Yeah. Take care. That's right. That's right. All right, I'm out. See you guys on my channel.
Yep. Take care, Nate. I'll be over there. All right, y'all. Killer B the Witchfinder General. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. See y'all next time. Maybe later tonight. Maybe. Peace.